Help is available. Speak with someone today. Call or text 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
But and for real, like if you feel like you mentally unstable, like just go talk to somebody, man.
Yeah, well, on a serious note though, like that's one thing. Like I'm big on like people who don't know how to handle their emotions. They don't know when they don't know exactly how to filter certain things, anger properly, sadness properly. Happiness is always cool, but those other emotions need to be handled just like you handle happiness. Happiness is just easy because you're happy. But as far as being anger, sad, frustrated, whatever, like people need to really get those things out, because what happens is when you keep storing it, it comes out at the wrong time. On somebody who had nothing to do with nothing, there was a small situation because you was mad about something that happened 2 days ago and didn't properly handle that. Now it's going to come out on this person who really don't deserve what you about to give them.
Exactly.
Mad about
exactly. Something. Talk, like, ain't nothing wrong with crying. Talk your emotions. Talk your emotions out. Talk to a counselor.
Watch a good movie and cry, man.
Watch Powder.
Oh, that's tough. That's always a good one.
Watch Powder, man.
That was a good one.
Watch Powder. You'll be all right.
Watch Forrest Gump.
Ain't nothing wrong with Forrest Gump, man.
The Mix Network. Please visit our website, themixnetworkllc.com.
Yo, we back again.
Yes, sir.
From the lab with the Mix Network. Of course, no introduction needed. Y'all know who it is. Your boy Black Ice with my man Dimes.
Tens, man. Yes,
you know what I mean? Of course, we missing our two compadres.
Absolutely.
Shout out to our boy Raymond.
Yep.
Shout out to our boy Milk Bones, who couldn't make it.
Yep.
And our honorary fifth member, Steve. We see you, baby.
What's happening?
You know what I mean? So we just gonna bring y'all some, some topics today.
Holidays, man.
It is the holidays. Holidays.
Year end. Leaving 2024, going into 2025. Christmas time. People are happy. We adults now. We look at it differently than when we were kids. When we was kids, when everybody kids, you love Christmas. That feeling but it's a different feeling now. It ain't the same. You still get happy.
Yeah.
But it ain't that, and it depends on also where you come from. Like, y'all have a big family, so.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I'm saying? I know how y'all, but y'all, it's crazy. Y'all know what I'm saying? I had some, you know what I'm saying? Good, I can't speak for all of them, but I seen some, y'all have a good Christmas. Man.
Yeah, we had some great Christmas, man. One that stands out was that first Christmas where we walked downstairs and we got that Sega Genesis.
Oh, man.
That Sega Genesis set off all Christmases.
Yeah, I think, that's.
Because the Sega Genesis really is really when kids were introduced to graphics.
Yeah.
Because
like they're on that scale anyway.
Yeah.
On that scale.
Because before the Sega, we had the Nintendo.
Yeah.
And then we had the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
But when the Sega Genesis hit, it's a different plateau coming from Mario Brothers and then going to Sonic.
Uh-huh.
It's a different.
Yeah.
It's a different. It's a different beast.
Right there with you.
It's a different beast.
Right there with you.
Man, we got that Sega Genesis, man. I think that's the first Christmas where we didn't go outside the whole day. We were just glued to the Sega Genesis all day.
I had mine is similar, but it's when I got my first Nintendo. That was I cannot remember the year, but I remember it was I always had good Christmases. I was always blessed to have good Christmases. My grandma did what she did a thing. But this particular Christmas, I can't even remember. I had to, whenever it came out, I don't know when I got mine, but I was like 9 or 10 maybe. I can't remember, man. But I remember thinking everything was over, like all the gifts just gave out, and I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there hoping, still kind of. My grandma was like, you happy? I'm like, man, yeah, I'm looking at all my stuff. Like, of course I'm happy. So he's like, nah, you ain't happy yet. And we go to the little side room, and there's a flow model TV.
Yep.
And I just walk in, I'm looking, okay, it's a TV. And then the Nintendo was just sitting on top with like 2 games, 2 controllers, and man, I almost passed out. I was crazy. Yeah. But I mean, that's just that excitement. Like I said, as a kid, and as an adult, you know, you get that same excitement for doing that for your kids or other people's kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's one thing that I definitely like doing for the other people. Like,
yeah, it's just
my kids are spoiled.
yeah, mine too.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just seeing that excitement from others. It just
absolutely.
kind of bring,
Absolutely.
you know, and then it's like it's weird because as you get older, you realize that it ain't really so much of you getting things, because you notice when you were kids, all about toys
Absolutely.
and gang systems. Then as you got older, you realize ain't no more toys. It's gonna be clothes and money.
Oh yeah,
It's all you get.
yeah.
Clothes and money.
Once you get out of the toy phase, that's when kind of Christmas starts to slowly change. Then once you get out of the toy, that you know, then that's when it's slowly. But you don't even see it then because you still kind of receiving. But you know, this is about what about in the teens. Before you stop getting toys like that. Now these days I have no idea. But this is a totally different.
Like Christmas these days is a different beast, because can you imagine being a kid in this day and age?
No.
Like you got kids 8, 9, 10 years old with iPhones and PS5, this and the third, which is no knock to the parents who's providing these, you know, things.
That's what you have. That's what it is now. That's what you do. You know
but
if you can do it.
But us growing up, 85% of our time was spent outside. So us being in the house was a punishment. Yeah. It was like we hated not being able to go outside and play. Yeah. So if we were to get a PS5 or one of these electronic things, if we were young these days, more than likely it would probably only get played when it rained. Yeah. Now,
my only pushback on that is the graphics are so much crazier now than they were when they, you know, like if you put a Genesis up to a Xbox One or Xbox X, it's like, why would you even play? But that's the evolution of it. You know
but then again, I feel like the evolution of games kind of ruined the camaraderie of friendship.
Oh, well, that's technology.
Because it got to the point where now, back in the day, if I wanted to play against you, I had to come to your house or you had to come to my house, and we had to physically plug up 2 controllers to the same console.
Split screen it. Or we playing Madden or something, but
now you can be overseas, or you can be anywhere in the world, and I can be at home, and we can still play the same game against each other because of technology. So I feel like technology took friendship and I ain't gonna say ruined it per se, but it just took it from the camaraderie of not being able to homies hang out together at each other's house, chill, play the game. But then it got to the point where you got people playing against total strangers. They don't even know, you know what I mean? And to me, it ain't the same, because me playing you in my house or your house, to me, is different than, you know, I'm at my crib, you at your crib, because now when we on 2K, it's the fourth quarter, the game tied with a minute left. It's a different type of pressure when we sit beside each other playing.
Yeah. When you in the same room, you can talk. It's physical there. We can talk to each other like you here. Like I can say whatever. I can touch you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I agree with that whole technology, man. It I don't want to say ruined either, but it almost is close, because think about it. We did a lot of things that were interacting, physical. Like you said, we had to see each other. We were outside. We were football, basketball, whatever it was. Outside, riding bikes, everything was outside. Now, I can't imagine being a kid because we did so much outside. Like we did a lot of stuff. So these kids is indoors with the technology is crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the social media is like they can communicate with each other on whatever, Skype or whatever they do. It's like, hey, what's happening? That's their conversation these days is this. We used to do it like this, but they do it like this now. You know what I'm saying? It's like a group of them on the phone. It's like 20 of them. All in one group call. Like everybody happy to it's one group phones. Hey, what's going on? What y'all doing over there? Yeah. But back in the day, our group call was a sleepover. Yep. Everybody at my crib, order pizza in the living room, and we just chilling. You know what I mean? Now, like you said, it's about 20 of them on the phone. You know what I mean? Like phone glued to their hand. Like I told my daughter, I'm like, your phone is your heartbeat. Oh man, absolutely.
If your phone go dead, she lose her mind. You know what I mean? She lose her mind if her phone go dead.
But honestly though, it's so I challenge any adult. Leave the house and forget your phone, and don't go back and get it.
Man, they lose their mind.
How long you gonna make it before you just fidgety? Like man, listen, I gotta get my phone, bro. Because you just it's what it is, man. Like that's what the world is now. That your phone is your lifeline. Like if you lose your phone, it's like worse than losing your wallet. You'll lose your mind if you can't find your phone. Like I hate to misplace stuff. First of all, it's like a pet peeve of mine. I hate to misplace something. So if I can't find my phone, like it start off you doing it, and this is the dumbest. This is the dumbest movement you do when you lose something. You always stand up. What you do? You ain't patting no pockets at all, but you always go straight down. What the hell did I?
Exactly.
Like after that, that's when the frustration set in. Now you going through, and the fun, and it be the craziest places.
But if you think about it, most people panic when they lose their phone because their life is in their phone.
And then you think about it, if you ain't got no log on it, you know what I'm saying? Now that's just a regular situation. Lord forbid if you're a man and you out here doing some extracurricular and you lose that phone, you will listen.
Baby!
I'm talking about you could 27 minutes away and you realize, oh my God, wherever you was going is canceled.
Hey,
you gotta get back to that phone.
You'll be late for work.
Man, what?
And take a write up. Because what you going to get that phone?
You come in the house, you don't say what you're looking for.
You walk in.
You just walk in looking for shit.
Walk in. And your girl be like, babe, what's wrong?
Yeah, and that first one or two, babe, what's wrong? So, babe, what you doing? You don't even acknowledge because you
don't hear her.
No, you hear it. you just trying to get to that phone because you don't want to let her know you don't have that phone.
But you solidly praying that she didn't find it and go through it.
The hope when them first two, babe, what you doing, or babe, what you looking for? You hoping that she just has no idea that you gonna find his phone, because if first of all, the fact that you come home, tearing the house up looking for the phone, she can be like, "Damn, is it dead? What's going on with the phone?" Especially if she got the phone, like that's when it's bad. When she got the phone and trying to act like she don't have the phone,
or she hit you with, "Oh, you left your phone on a nightstand." Oh, for real.
But you go to the nightstand, it ain't there.
It ain't there. On my phone. Right here. And then first thing you do is you grab that phone like it's contagious. And you can't look at it.
You try to be cool because you don't want her to think it's that big of a deal. Oh, my bad, man. Okay, cool. But some dudes, bro, man, listen.
And the dumbest thing y'all men can do is when you get your phone, try to flip it. Why you grab my phone?
Man, look, man.
That's when you open up a can that don't need to be opened.
Yo, man, when you on Xbox Live,
get your phone and go take your
turn your mic off, yo. Like, turn your mic off with your Xbox Live, because we don't need to hear the domestic when you going through what you go. I think it's entertaining, but I know you, because then you come back on, like, when you do turn it off, it's too late. Then you come back on and then you hear us laughing and you like, oh, nah, you trying, nah, dog, we heard it, bro. Like, just turn your mic off.
Because
I've heard some life-changing arguments on Facebook, Xbox Live. That is, oh my God. Like, just turn your mic off, bro. We don't need to know if you about to be homeless. We don't need to know that this girl is about to kick you out. Like, we hear all this. And then you come back on the mic like, oh, no, we good, bro. Come on, man. Let's go. Like, nah, bro. Get off this game.
Go fix your home.
And go fix your house. Because you about to be not playing with us ever again. Like, you need to go fix that because, nah, like, that's crazy. But, again, bro, I don't know, man. A lot of stuff that we used to do, of course, is just changed. Bro. That's just evolution. That's definitely technology because we didn't have none of what they got now. Like, we were very limited. Like, actually, we were in that little curve of technology upswing. Like, we were, because I remember the first cell phones we got, little Ericsson jump. I remember them.
Yeah, because right now kids got iPhones and like.
I mean, I remember
like kids getting iPhones for Christmas and everything, and we had prepaids.
I remember walkie-talkie phones.
No.
was a thing. Now it's like your phone can damn near call it a drone strike.
Exactly. And and then the crazy part is like kids are evolving as well. Like my daughter 11, she know more about the iPhone than I do.
Because that's what they do, bro. Like they literally like I'm talking about you can give an iPhone to a 2 or 3 year old, 4-year-old, and they'll grab it, and as long as it's unlocked, they can start doing stuff with it. And that is, to me, that is amazing to me, because it's programmed at that young of an age where they can just, you give them a pad, you just put in their little hands and they can navigate.
I make us think about it.
Can't talk good yet.
I make us think about it. Now, most of the programs for children are on tablets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're naturally programmed to progress from a tablet. You know what I mean? The ABC, the 1, 2, 3, the wheels on the bus, all their kiddie stuff is on tablets now. So it's not like we were growing up where we had books.
With that,
you know what I mean?
We had, I'm saying, parents also pushing the phone on the kids. Like if you got a 2 or 3-year-old, you know, if they want to watch whatever on YouTube, all you gotta do is give them the phone. And the kid will take the phone. They know that's like, I've seen my niece do it. I've seen other people's kids.
I've been places and seen 2, 3-year-olds watching Bluey. They're sitting there with the phone.
I'm telling you,
man, just watching it. I'm like,
and quiet, out the way,
and try to take it.
Yeah. Or if it go dead, if they get their little warning, say they can tell you when the phone is about to go dead. They can walk up and give your phone back and tell you, hey man, you need some juice.
Yeah.
Why would they let their asses back over to their playpen?
Exactly.
They 2, 3 years old, you know what I'm saying? It's to me, that is another wavelength of thinking when you, like, these kids is barely talking, but they can operate iPhones and iPads and stuff like that. That's crazy. But that's what we're like. You ever seen that study where they show humans without their phones in their hands? Like they take and like they take the phone out, like all these pictures that you see humans like this, and it's funny because the phone is gone, so you just see them like there's so many people doing this. Like every picture that you see is almost somebody doing this somewhere. Like that's what we do now. This is, you lose this, bro. I'm telling you, man, you will lose your mind. You know
I don't understand it, man. It's like it's just weird. You know what I mean? How people,
it's definitely weird.
It's weird how people are so dependent on technology. You know what I mean? Well, and it like trickles downhill. You know what I mean? It's
that's kind of for my conspiracy people out there. That's a deep hole though, because you can say, like you just said, it's weird how everything is funneled through this, but it's almost like it was constructed for it to be funneled through your phone. Like everything we do now, basically you can do from your phone. You pay bills, go to school, research, blood pressure. If you got a Apple Watch, it takes your. It's amazing what these Jones is doing. Whereas opposed when you had to go out and see your doctor, you had to go to a library, you had to go physically do these things. Your phone is doing these things for you. So it's like when some people lose their phone, like
they basically lose their life. You know what I mean? It's oh my God, I can't function. It's my phone. I'm like, shut up. You know what I mean?
Honestly, bro, like
relax. You know what I mean? Everything gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Just take some deep breaths. You don't hyperventilate.
Like imagine if the grid went down right now. Like if Wi-Fi, satellites, just no phones, like no internet, just for like a week.
People would go crazy, bro.
The world would be in chaos if the internet went down.
You remember when it was? I think it was a few months ago. Something happened with AT&T or something, and somebody's system went down.
Yeah, it was AT&T, I think.
It was all on Facebook. Yeah. What's wrong? My phone won't work.
I'm promised, bro. I'm driving trying to call my wife. I'm like, man, hold on. I know we paid the bill.
Hey,
bro,
people were panicking.
Like, yeah, I can't get into. I'm like, bro, I'm just out here like, because now it's like you just out in the world.
Y'all feel stuck.
You just out because you ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's how you used to feel before all of this, but you ain't felt like that in so long.
Y'all just stuck like Mr. Bean.
Like I'm driving this van with strength. I drive transportation, so it's like you driving. I'm not. My phone ain't working, so it's like, oh damn. This is like the real world, like so. If something happened right now,
you stuck.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? What do? Run to somebody's house?
Yeah, fight.
I'm in Stoneville. They ain't really friendly like that. You know what I'm saying? No offense, Livingstone, but I'm just saying.
You feel abandoned.
But yeah, you feel alone, bro. And it's broad daylight. You just feel crazy without that connection. That's what I'm saying, bro. If the grid went down and like you didn't have it for if the world didn't have no internet, no technology for like a week,
folks must survive.
You just see random people out in the middle of the street just yelling.
Just walking.
I mean, it's just chaos. It's like what's the movie with old school when I was mad? Like Mad Max. It's crazy out here.
Yeah, it's just
People gonna be out here knocking people off.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you can't get on Facebook,
exactly.
TikTok.
It's just one of those weird situations, man. Like
That's just the world, bro. It's funny how how it just changes like that. Like everything is reliant on the internet or the phone. Like you need technology because we've all been pushed into that area where you need it. At one point, we need none of this. Like old school humans was like gangster. Like if you can see a version of yourself from like the 50s, you would beat your ass. Like right now, like he just like what the, like this, to know what we how good we got and what we doing. Oh my god!
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying like
that's why like if you notice, the older generation cut different.
Absolutely,
because like they don't rely on like they don't.
I used to look at old dudes' hands. Man. Old dudes used to have like thick sausage fingers, like they could go unscrew a fire hydrant, just
like
go grip that mother.
Like most old like big old transmission changing hands,
bro. Like work on engines their whole life. Like I'm talking about,
and those are the guys those are the men who don't need phones. Like
it's different. Bro.
Probably they got house phones.
Absolutely. If they got cell phones, they like flip phones. They strictly for calling emergency. They don't care about nothing else. They don't want to get on no site.
And if you call, they probably ain't gonna answer.
Exactly. They don't care about none of that. Like, but that guy we talking about is slowly fading away because the world just ain't. That's not the world anymore. Like the world is so far away from I didn't know. As far as farming, I knew America used to farm a lot. They like saving time and all that because of farming. We don't farm no more. Like,
we can't.
We literally get our stuff from overseas, and that's amazing to me. Like we used to be like number one in farmland. Now we just
think about this. Growing up, you could ride through Riesel and see gardens in people's yard,
all the time.
Corn, tomatoes, things like that. Ride through Riesel now, you hardly ever see that, and that's because ain't no more big mamas.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Because he got to a point where I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and they got to the point where the only thing they went to the grocery store for was meat.
Yeah,
everything else came out the garden.
Growing, yeah. Now you see that in Mexican houses, in Latino houses.
Yeah,
like you see the garden out there.
Yeah,
they still do it heavily.
I mean, I remember being on my my grandmother's porch, snapping peas, shucking corn,
yes, sir.
Washing greens. Cause I used to remember, Grandma, why you got the greens in the sink all day? You know what I mean? She's like, they got to soak, baby.
Yeah, okay. I don't even eat greens, but I remember that though.
You know what I mean? Like that's why back in the day people didn't get sick.
Yeah. I mean, because you're right. We grew our own food. Like, who doing? Ain't nobody doing that.
It wasn't none of that extra chemicals and stuff that was added to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like
why we got to get cow from China? What? It's America. Why are we getting anything from anywhere? We always giving something to somewhere else. We got to get stuff that's usually here from other. It makes no sense. Like so, I don't like it. Just like so much change. It's like why at the end of the day, like why do we do that? Why do we stop farming? Now they get to the point where they want to take away daylight saving time because there's no need for it no more. Like farmers used to use that. They needed that extra hour for that extra. Ain't nobody farming no more. So why even do it? You know what I'm saying? That's weird to say, but it's true. Again, that's just the way the world moves. You know
because more than likely people ain't eating healthy no more.
I don't know. You know that. No, it's hard to eat.
It costs too much to eat healthy.
It does. Ain't that weird though?
Right.
Like what you just said out loud is just weird to hear. It costs too much to eat healthy. But you can go to McDonald's, $5-10, good. But you want to go get you the Whole Foods and get you some bananas.
Oh, you gonna spend.
And some apples. And
You gonna spend.
Some fruits, some veggies or whatever. You probably ain't got a buggy full of nothing. Gonna spend $200-300 on healthy food. Like, and man, everybody can't afford to eat healthy. I mean, that's weird. And
It is weird.
Why is it like that? You know what I'm saying? Burger joints, chicken joints run specials all day. You get a bucket of chicken for like $11.
Exactly.
Feed your family.
Feed your whole family. You know what I mean?
Chicken, potatoes, well, whatever size you want.
And I don't think you get some ass big piece. You know, you get big piece. You know what I mean?
Oh man, this is what I'm just saying. But you're right about that. That's just like I said. To me, it's so deep when you start saying stuff like eating healthy is expensive, and it is. It's or just not even eating healthy. Let's just back it up. People going to the grocery store these days. I remember at one point, eggs had got to the point to where it was like what? They were almost $6-7, like a carton or something. Like right now they ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like it. You know, and then I don't want to get into the political thing, but that's where a lot of people say, well, when Trump was in office, you know, again, I don't get into politics like that, so I can't comment on that. But I know at one point stuff was spiking up in the grocery store. So you had, you know, hardworking people going to the grocery store trying to buy what they usually, you know, buy to provide for their family, but they can't because now beef is this price. Milk is this price, eggs, and so now it reduces what you buy, and that's a whole other headache because you know.
So it makes it easy just to go get fast food, order pizza, and call it a day.
You know what I'm saying? They got coupons all day online,
and they kill
every place you can think of got an online app or whatever. You can go on there, and they got all types of little coupons and saving money. So again,
it's just the world we live in, man. It's just weird.
It's weird, bro.
It's just
not necessarily weird.
It's stupid.
It's some of the moves that are made or some of the attention that go to certain things. Like people say they give you this so you don't talk about this. Like you don't like a magician. They showing you this hand so you don't see what this hand is doing. And they say that's pretty much what the world does. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like all the stuff going on with Diddy and the people that's wrapped up in this whole lane.
I think they should have a concert in jail. And they ain't have a hype man.
They ain't have a hype man.
They had, Kel,
is the ultimate hype man.
And Kel's frontline.
I thought they said Kel's about to get outdoor. I thought they said something about some evidence. It might have been some false news. You know, you never know what you see online. But I thought something about somebody's testimony or something. I don't know. I doubt it. I think the man gonna sit up in there.
Diddy ain't going nowhere, man. Diddy.
Now, as far as Diddy, man, I don't.
That whole case, that whole situation is like funny to me. And but this is another thing that I gotta touch on y'all young folk about, man, and teenagers and young grown folk. It's to the point now where you can't even have a conversation because everything you say now is put in a box, and everybody say, "No Diddy." Bro, you you can't even have a conversation. Bro, stop thinking everything somebody say is gay. You know what I mean? And then every time somebody say something, you gotta say no Diddy. I'm gonna talk how I want to talk, and I ain't saying no Diddy. They go for all you suckers.
I'm just going to say that's because they're gay. I'm just saying, bro.
Fruit snacks, like for example, if I'm having a conversation and I say
bag of sour gushers.
like for example, like if I say something like, "Yo, bro, look, fruit by the foot," like if I say anything, bro, like I might say,
"Bro, if you eat a hot dog around the wrong set of teenagers,"
I gotta say, "Hey, bro, I'm finna eat my hot dog, and this extra large coney from Sonic, one of the long ones, no Diddy." Why I gotta say no Diddy? Cause I'm finna eat a damn hot dog.
They ain't even got like even if you don't even say that anything that's remotely like you right, bro. Like the whole glizzy thing. I remember I was watching this whole thing. That dude was eating hot dogs, yo, and these kids was roasting him for eating hot dogs. Man, grown man, he's eating hot dogs.
I think that basically all y'all who saying no Diddy, I think y'all just masking y'all's unmasculinity.
I don't even think it's about masculinity anymore. Like these days, bro.
No Diddy.
No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No Diddy. No D It's sad to say, yo, like the man brand, as I like to call it, is it's tough. It's tough. It's a lot of it's a lot of underlying stuff going on that we can't really get into.
It ain't any underlying. You know what I mean? Like it, like being a man that got watered down now.
Absolutely. That's what I'm kind of getting.
Even like I mean, like
the thing is, the world helps that. The world helps that narrative. Like the things that I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I'm not stepping on nobody's foot. I'm not doing any of that. But that is the truth.
Everything then got watered down. Like, and it's like
the
everything
world is soft. Like the world has gotten so soft.
Yeah, and everything that
so
used to hold sustenance has gotten watered down. Like for example, a relationship, for example. The husband and wife title. That title hold weight. How you in a relationship for a month and then you already calling him, oh, that's the hubby. Or he already calling her, oh, that's the wifey. Like how he already earned that title already? Y'all only been in a relationship for a month.
Oh, you talking okay? Yeah. Well, I mean that's just wordplay. That's just little pet names.
I understand that, but
for someone who's married, you look at marriage a little bit. Like, but honestly, bro, a lot of people don't look at marriage like I do it, like you.
Exactly.
Do.
Like
it's more of a contract. I've read posts that people. I've seen things that people say in quotes that it's more of a contract. Like love is pretty much almost out of the equation. I don't understand that. I don't understand how you can attach yourself to somebody for life because of finances or because of whatever outside of love. It doesn't make any sense to me. So
at all.
For a lot of people, it's a contract. It's more of I got this, you got that. Let's combine them, and we'll be good. Like I like you sexually, you like me sexually. I think you cute. I think you, and then they eventually grow feelings of But I've always been more of old school with that as far as marriage. Like you want to be, if you're gonna marry somebody, do it for love. Don't do it because it's financially. It makes you more financially stable because he got it, I got it, we good together. We gonna make this money. We eventually, like sexually we're fine. But sometimes that don't even matter. He can go do his thing. She can go do it. It's more the contract, whatever the terms of the contract.
That's weird.
Marriage is not looked at like the old school, like where you earn that love for somebody, where you basically saying, look, this is the only woman out of the whole world that I really want. I don't think people look at marriage like that no more. Like that's some old school caveman mentality to say. Because that's what you basically say.
I've heard you're right, and I've heard women. Okay, this is what another thing that like baffles me. A relationship, right? A man and a woman, they live together, and the complaint that I've heard is from women. Okay, for whatever reason, he don't work. I understand. Don't know what the term, what the situation behind him not working. He don't work, right? He at home, he playing the game, he chilling, doing whatever, and you constantly fussing at the fact that he's not working, he's not helping you financially, he's not doing this, that, and the third, 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z. I get it. You doing all this complaining. He proposes to you. You say, yeah. Why do you have the expectation that something is going to change from what he showed you from being your boyfriend to becoming your husband? My advice is what he showed you is exactly what you're going to get from boyfriend to husband. I blame me not being a male chauvinist, honestly, and the way my brain works, I blame her. Because honestly, nobody can use anybody. a person can only do what you allow them to do. And if you set the and if the woman set the expectation and she allowed him to do the things that he was doing as the boyfriend, then ultimately he got comfortable being at home, chilling, playing the game, relaxing, doing everything that he was doing. If she didn't, if she didn't allow him to do that, he wouldn't have got comfortable doing that. So my advice to women is don't expect that man to automatically turn over a new leaf and change from what he showed you as your boyfriend to what he's going to show you as your husband. And also, whatever you, based on your actions, on what you allowed him to do as him being your boyfriend, you showed him what you were willing to accept. And that's what he did. He did everything that he was allowed to do as your boyfriend. Now that y'all are married, you still got the same complaints that you had when he was your boyfriend. Why would you get mad at him?
But if you're a woman and you feeling like that, first of all, if a duck walked in here right now, I'll be like, hey, bro, that's a duck. We know it's a duck because it's got BBC.
It's a duck.
It's a damn duck. Now, if that duck was to say, bro, ain't no damn duck. If the duck actually told me, bro, ain't no damn duck. Oh, my bad. That's not a duck. But if we see it's a duck and he quack, it's a duck.
It's a duck.
Sometimes what you see is exactly what you get, especially in life when you're living with somebody. Like, boyfriend and girlfriend is a practice word. You don't go to straight to game time, you practice. Then you get to the game. Boyfriend and girlfriend stages is practice. When you get married, it's game time. So why, if this man ain't been coming to practice, his jump shot is off, can't make layups, he ain't dunking guard nobody, ain't doing none of that, why you want to marry him? Why would you put him in the game if he ain't doing none of that in practice?
He shows you exactly what he's gonna be in the game.
So at a point, I don't fault him at all. I fault the female. Like, what do you think? What do you think is going to change between him being your boyfriend on the couch and him saying I do him being your husband on the couch? Because the couch is still there and the game still ain't going away.
All that gonna happen is a ceremony, a ring.
That's it.
And after that's all said and done, like you said, it's still gonna be the couch.
He gonna look spiffy as hell for one day, but he gonna be a dust bunny the day after the same.
Y'all gonna look good on Saturday, and come Sunday, he'll be right back on the couch playing the game.
Right back on the couch playing the game, and then you gonna be
still complaining.
Still complaining, but you did this. That's the problem with a lot of females, and I'm sorry for them. I'm not dogpiling on females.
Me either.
Because honestly, y'all really attach yourselves to terrible dudes. And that's not on y'all. It could be because of father issues, mother issues, whatever the case may be. But honestly, man, females are so much more smarter than males. And it amazes me how a woman, I've said this before, how a woman can have everything going for her. Everything. You the breadwinner. You running, you are the boss of your life. But you let a dude with nothing take you down through there. And it just amazes me how. Like, how does it happen?
And I don't understand how, and they had the same excuse, because I love him. What do you love about him? Do you love him, or do you love the idea of him? See, because there's a difference.
See, that's the thing, bro. See, that's why I say, man, they don't give sex enough. I'm telling you, bro. For a lot of females, bro, sex is a big thing. Why you think dudes like that can do that? Honestly, what else is there? They in there for their life. It's different when you for your life.
It is.
When you out there laying pipe for your life, you are Mario, brother.
Yeah.
You got suspenders, red hat, boots. You got a brother named Luigi and a turtle.
You busting bricks in there.
And you busting bricks.
Yeah.
Bro, you going
yeah. Yeah.
Like, so yeah, if that's that dude when it comes to the bedroom.
But you gotta have more to offer than that, then, bro.
You would think that, right? That's the problem. A lot of females put that out there. A lot of males put that out there. But the males that put that out there are successful males with more to offer. The real niggas out here, they know. Boss chick, dust bunny. But that dust bunny got a mean piece of wood on it. So that just pushes him right up to eye level with that boss chick. True. Mind you, he ain't doing nothing but got that wood, though. King Griffith Jr. was swinging.
True.
Right back up to the ball. And this is, and I hate to even dumb it down to that, but that's pretty much what it is. Because what else is it? You got this girl she has a dude on her level that likes her. They have the same. He has just as much money or more than she does. He works at one company. She works at the other company. He's single. He wants to be involved with the girl, but the girl got a dude at home. Dude, he cut grass. He's a landscaper. He ain't got no business though. He just work with a dude. Half the time. It's seasonal. It's just a little something to keep you going. But when it comes to that bedroom, he can do. The money can't do. So now it puts her in a position where, okay, well, you would think I got everything on this side. But he ain't hitting it like he hitting it. Can't be that simple, right? It's not that simple.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it ain't that simple. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Dust Bunny dropping Paul Bunny.
Like you said, he ain't now struggling for his life.
Michael Phelps.
I seen a post on Facebook that said every woman has a work husband or boyfriend.
That's crazy. And you know what, man?
And it's crazy it's crazy that you run that up. You know what I mean?
Like if that's the case, man, you don't ever let your husband boyfriend know you got a work whatever. And the same thing for men that's got, that little like y'all keep that at work. Like don't if you got a work function like a picnic, how you not having and don't introduce Steve as that's my work husband. You better tell Steve to get the help. Keep Steve over there.
Yeah.
I don't need to, because I'm gonna look at Steve different from this point on. Oh, what's up, Steve? What's happening?
You know what I mean?
Like me and Steve gonna have a lot of conversations about this whole.
And we stop doing that. You know what I mean? Stop introducing your work husband or your work boyfriend to your real husband or boyfriend. Because men, we gonna play it cool at the job picnic, but underneath we pissed.
You just marked Kevin for death.
Because my thing is now, from that moment on, every time we text you and you at work and we don't get that normal quick response like we normally get, now we thinking.
Yeah, Charles doing.
Oh, so now Kevin probably somewhere chilling.
I keep changing names because how it be. It's all types of names.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raheem doing.
Or when we call, you answer the phone, or now all of a sudden you got to work late for a special project.
No.
Men think, women, y'all don't, men think. We think all the time.
It's actually worse than women, but we just don't follow up on it.
Yeah.
Men really think worse than women. We just.
And y'all be surprised, women, how many times your man didn't roll past your job and you didn't know. You didn't know he rolled past your job, but he didn't.
What? Once you have identified work husband, husband is on the prowl. Like, don't answer that phone when I know.
He didn't roll past your job.
Watch what happens.
He didn't roll past your job.
You might see me on the floor.
You know what I mean?
No hat, nothing. Just, hey, what's up, man? Loud, just speaking loud over everything. Hey, what's going on? I didn't know what's going on. You answer the phone. I make sure.
You mess around.
Crazy dude, man.
Remember, see me on a site tour with their hard hat on.
Don't want no job. Just want to walk by her station.
Women, don't be surprised how many times your husband roll past your job just to check and see if you was at work.
The good ones do. If it's an issue or if you feel like something, he ain't gonna say nothing to you. He ain't gonna never mention it. You will never know if you don't see him. But it's happened.
He didn't roll past your job.
It's happened. Trust me. When you got that little feel in the back of your neck and you kind of turn around, it was him.
Mm-hmm.
You just go with that. You know what I'm saying? It's him.
He didn't roll past your job.
Especially again, if you feel like something is wrong, and we go to the company function, whether it's Christmas party, wherever it is, and you happily joke like, "Oh yeah, this wasn't facing my little work husband." You know what I'm saying? You know how they go, "Oh really?" Like we gonna in that moment, we chilling. We all okay. What's up, Steve? What's happening with you? She can't see what's going on the inside.
Or she might not even say work husband or boyfriend, but if you ever been with your wife or your girlfriend to a job function and a random dude just walked up and was like, "Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on, she?" That was him.
Yeah. We gonna avoid all that.
All the dudes who was there, and this one random dude just walked up and spoke to her and shook your hand.
And the only reason we doing it that way because it's rare that a man is gonna walk up to his wife and say, "Oh yeah, this is my work wife, Deborah." That we
don't do that.
No, we'll never.
We're gonna have an hour-long Deborah conversation on the way home, and in the bedroom, and before we go to sleep.
Deborah is not about to ruin my life.
We in the shower,
and how my happiness.
We in the shower. I'm in the shower.
What we got going on.
I'm in the shower. Next thing I know, I'm in the shower. Next thing I know, so who was Deborah? I'm like, man, I don't look. Man, I just work with her. You know what I mean? She be on my side sometimes.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
So was that why you had to work late last night? Baby, look, God almighty. Now Deborah has ruined my home.
You will never hear. Charles walking his wife up to, oh yeah, baby, this is my work. No, man, nah.
It don't even sound right with us saying that. We just giving examples.
Nah, I don't even feel right saying it now. It's never happened. I don't think it's ever happened.
Never.
And if that happened, a random dude at that party would turn around like, dude.
Exactly.
You just gonna, all right. And just walk off. You know, because ain't nobody doing that, man. You don't say that to your wife, man. Now, the work husband thing, that happens.
It happens all the time.
That happens.
If you ever do that, introduce your work wife, you're going to be in the parking lot, and it's going to be an old man with a couple of them legs come up to you and say, hey, young fella, should have done that, brother.
Hey, man, I hope if you ever do that, I hope you get slapped. I hope actually, no. I hope every Tuesday at 3 in the morning you get kicked in the wood. Because you deserve it. Don't you ever do no stupid shit. Don't do that.
Don't be stupid, fellas.
That's stupid.
You have to operate smoothly.
Don't ruin your life, man. Don't be in your own way. That's another thing. Like, get out your own way, man. A lot of y'all think that other people are praying against you or standing. No, a lot of the time it's you. You just don't understand it's you in the way. Kindly slide, and if you believe in God, let him do what he do, and you'll be surprised at what happened. Now, if you want to continue to be in your own way, by all means do that. But stop blaming everybody in the world for your shortcomings. They praying against me. They don't want me to succeed. They want me to lose. Who is they?
You know what?
Who cares
nobody
knows
who they is. There's always a they.
It's a they and them. They out there. Whoever they are.
But who is they?
I don't know. But they out there.
You ever seen they?
Nope. But they out there.
Man, they said, who is they?
They exist. Them exist. I don't know. But who they are, they don't like you. They don't want you to win. They want you to lose. They don't like your mama. I mean, I'm just saying they don't like nothing about you, bro. But if that motivates you to become greater, by all means, use that for motivation. But a lot of people honestly just use it for a crutch. And they say, you know, they just lay it on that table like people don't want me to succeed. I don't know why everything on me. No, it's somewhere you fucked up. Somewhere you did it. It ain't, I promise you, if you really break down and peel back, it's somewhere in there you messed up. A business relationship, a wrong phone call to the wrong person, a text. Somewhere something was altered and you did it. But you just overlooked it and kept going. Now you want to blame everybody else for your shortcomings or what's going on, and you're like, man, you did it. And I think that's a huge problem with a lot of people not understanding. Let me check myself.
Well, a lot of people don't understand that. Like, embrace your fails, if that makes sense.
I don't know how.
Embrace your fails, man, because sometimes there's a blessing in the rejection.
Absolutely.
And you don't know if that promotion that you didn't get or that whatever you didn't get it for a particular reason.
You learn more than loss.
Exactly. You learn more than
loss.
And
you grow more than loss.
Some people don't know how to handle loss. You know what I mean? And it's just a simple fact of people always trying to, like you said, blame other people for their shortcomings and God, why this always happening to me? And, you know, this person over here, he's successful and I work just as hard as he do. And it seems like he's the one always getting all the blessings. And it seemed like they hating on me, and I pray and I pray and I pray and don't nothing ever come to me and this, that, and the third.
I don't do that either, bro. I feel like I hate the part, but you hit something that's perfect. Like, don't ever look at what anybody else got going on and wonder why you ain't got what they got, or wonder why they're doing better when you know they got some questionable, like, oh, you feel like they got some questionable, like, they're like, how are they getting blessed when I know ... What about me? Don't ever look at it like that.
Exactly. Let me give you a piece of advice. I want the world to take this to heart. I come from a Christian background. I've been in the church all my life, and the one thing that my grandmother always told me is that devil can't mess with you unless God gives him permission to. So the shortcomings that you're dealing with, the fails that you're dealing with, the mishaps that you're dealing with, God gave permission for those things to happen to you. So before you start questioning, why am I going through this? Why am I dealing with this? Why am I going through this? And all these other things that you're questioning, why these bad things are happening to you. Look at it from the standpoint of, if God didn't feel like you could handle it, he wouldn't have given permission for those things to happen to you. And it's not to the point where your faith has been questioned. It's then got to the point where now God can trust you. And now God can trust you to the point where you can deal with it. So embrace your shortcomings, because now you're in a position to where God said, okay, yeah, you can mess with him. Yeah, he applied for that job. Yeah, go and take it from him. Look at Job. The devil tempted Job, and God said, you can do everything in the world. You can do everything anything you want to do to Job, but you just can't kill him. He took Job's family, took his cattle,
everything.
He took everything from Job.
He took everything.
And God said, Jesus, you can do anything you want to do to Job, but you just can't kill him.
He took everything.
And Job was on his wit's end, but the one thing he did not do is denounce the Lord. So the next time you get in a position to where you feel like, God, why me? Why not me?
And it's crazy because people that do that and honestly don't even know the Lord. Like, that's what get me, is like you use it as a crutch. Like, it's a lot of people, man, they just use things as crutches. Like, you'll say, why me, God, or why this, but you know nothing about the man outside of his name. You don't know nothing. I mean, don't use it when you need it.
Yeah, and it's easy to say, Lord, why me? But you didn't say, Lord, why me when you were winning?
Nah.
Why
you think about it.
Why go to him when stuff going bad? You don't go to him when stuff going good. That's another thing that I don't understand about people, where they quick to go to God during the bad times, but they hardly ever go to God.
That's the only time he exists.
That part, but they hardly ever go to God during the good times. My grandmother told me something a long time ago that I keep with me every single day. She said, "What if you woke up tomorrow morning, right?" She said, what if you woke up tomorrow morning and the only thing you had tomorrow morning is what you thank God for today? What would you have?
That's good. That's good. But see, here's the thing. Now we can talk about that because we both have spiritual background.
Yeah.
We both come from that pool. The problem is, in 2024 going into 2025, this conversation doesn't hardly exist anymore, because a lot of people are pushing back of the even existence of said God.
Well, you can push back all you want to, but I know who ain't gonna push back.
So it's like the point I'm making is, a lot of people have a lot of issues, and when you don't have religion to bounce it off of, where do you go? You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're compounding a problem because you don't have anywhere to take it, as opposed to people who believe when all the chips are down, you pray. And whether if you believe when you pray something about that, it actually works. Now, I got a couple of atheist friends and agnostic people, and they got their own belief systems and a lot of questions, and I give them that. I don't never get into a debate or because I'm not a pastor. I don't attempt to be. Me and the devil are kind of cool at times. So, but my thing is, there are things that you cannot explain, and I know for myself personally, I have been in those situations where I know that there is a God, but that's me. I don't push that on people. But as far as my atheist friends, like the conversation we're having, that is completely nothing to them, because it's like they don't even have that in their brain as far as that belief system, like knowing that, okay, God got me, not to them. It's more of a I got myself, or something will happen to, and this I can't even think like that because of how I was raised and what I've experienced and what I've been through and what I've seen. But to them, as strongly as I feel like that, they feel the same way. So it's weird to me. Like, if you don't believe in that, usually it's a scientific thing. It's like more of a, okay, well, even with science, at the end of it, who's standing at the end of it? To me, you know what I'm saying? Because like when you get into people that's talking science, they say, okay, well, yeah, well, we evolved Big Bang, organism, da, 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 da. Okay, I give you that. But what happened before that? It's like all of our recorded history has been passed on from person to person. And as we know, because of the Christian faith, people are flawed. So when it comes to knowledge, as they call it, who's to say the person that started writing this, or as it got to them, was like, I'm changing this. Let me put this in here. You know what I'm saying? And then, because I had this conversation with the atheist one time, and he was like, well, yeah, but you can say that about the Bible. The Bible was passed. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. I give you that. But if we're talking about science, that's just scientists passing down notes to each other at the end of the day.
So, exactly. So I would never argue. I would never try to convince
you can't.
a atheist that God exists. I can only talk from my experience, and me personally, I know.
Again, if you haven't had that experience, if you haven't had
that one-on-one encounter,
then it's
with him,
then it's not
it's not like
it's hard to.
I can't sit here and say, well, read this and read that and read that until
because I still have questions. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna question that. Like, I have questions, but because I'm human.
Mm-hmm.
But I will never question that. I won't go that far as to question that. I have, like I said, because the last show I was talking about the whole seed sowing and all that. That's just me wanting to know. Like I know there are a lot of clergy that use the Lord's name in vain. They use it for profit. They use it for power. They use it for influence. They use it for everything that was supposed to be used. So when I ask questions like that, it's more along the lines of weeding that out. As far as when people like the whole seed sowing and just using people a lot, because it's in the book as far as tithes and offerings, but I don't think anything about seed sowing. Not the way that when you say, you sold me a seed of $100, you sold me a seed of $1,000, you sold me a seed of, like, no, bro. It says 10% of whatever I feel like giving. That's it. Like, why are you trying to tell me to do this to get this when it's not? I don't see that there. When I don't. So that's my, like I said. But that is just a question about that. It's not questioning religion at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And again, I don't get that deep in the rabbit hole with it because it can get because when when a little atheist, one of my homies was like, okay, well, why is there so many homosexuals in the church? And it's like, good question. All I can say to that is God don't really, and he's like, before you say that, this is where it gets, he was like, before you say that, no, that man destroyed the place because of that. I said, not solely because of that. He didn't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. I know that's what you're talking. He didn't destroy Sodom and Gomorrah just solely based off homosexual activity. No, it was a wicked place, period. It was a lot of stuff.
And that's the misconception. And that's and like this, just for clarity, a lot of people have the misconception that homosexuality
was the main reason that happened.
Yeah, was the main reason.
It was mentioned in the text, but that's not the main. It was wickedness.
Exactly.
All around.
And also, people have the misconception that homosexuality was the main sin that Jesus spoke about in the Bible, which is false. The only sin that Jesus spoke about in the sin that's greater than any sin was blasphemy against his name. That's the only sin that Jesus spoke about that outweighed every other sin is blasphemy against his name. Check it if you don't believe me.
And the only reason he was saying that about, because he actually had said something about homosexual in the church, and it went to, okay, I was getting ready to say something. He was like, no, before you do that, You know, how he feel, how he supposedly feel. He says he's talking about God, how he supposedly feels about homosexual. I was like, okay, well, all of that is somewhat true as far as, you know, that was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah, but that's not the reason why he did what he did. A lot of people take that and run with it saying, okay, well, God don't like homosexuals. And okay, well, true, but he does love man. So there is, it's a thing where, to me, now granted, again, this is not a spiritual podcast. We just kind of go down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
It's kind of getting a little bit. So I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I'm not certified enough to answer this question, but here we go. In my opinion, God made man. Period. Everything that comes after that is man's choice. That doesn't change what he made. It's still his creation. So a lot of men who are homosexuals didn't have the choices. They did. It's been, you know, it gets deep with that because it can get to rape. And sometimes, you know, kids are just whatever. But at the same time, you're still a man. And you still fall under their creation. Like everything is still created from the same person.
But
so my thing, to kind of answer what he was saying is like love is love. Like regardless of, I get what you're trying to say as far as why they there and how they have these positions and da. I get that, but at the end of the day, they're still men.
But
you know what I'm saying, like
to his,
it's like a liar. No one sin is greater than the other. So if I'm lying out here, cheating, killing people, that's the same thing as being homosexual.
Exactly, and to comment on what he said, Jesus don't like homosexuals. If I'm may quote correct, I don't know what exactly book it was from. I don't think Jesus, quote unquote, didn't like homosexuals, because when Jesus got to the city, Jesus went and ate dinner with the sinners. You know what I mean? So Jesus hung out.
Clarify what sinners is
At that part. So Jesus
it never clarified what sinners is. Sin is a big
spectrum.
It's a huge.
So the Bible didn't say Jesus went and ate dinner with the adulterers, or Jesus went and ate dinner with the thieves, or Jesus went and ate dinner with the robbers. It said Jesus went and ate dinner with the sinners. He went and had dinner with the sinners. Sinners covered all sin.
So again,
so we don't know who all was in the city that he went and had dinner with. Could have been homosexuals in there too. We don't know. The Bible just said sinners.
More than likely it was. Just because every time period they've been homosexual. That's just every, and back then more so than now. But again, when you're talking about that large scale of God,
and when God
trying to say, well, he don't like homosexuals, so why are they in the church and what is it?
Okay, so I'm assuming that when Jesus went to Calvary, he died for everybody but homosexuals.
Right, that's what these dudes think. That's pretty much what they thinking. And I'm trying to say, like, my explanation to that, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's some Christian scholar who could nail this way better than me. So my answer would be to that person would be, yeah, the homosexuality thing is kind of shunned upon, but at the same time, God loves man. And when he loves man, he knows that all the capabilities that man is capable of, everything that man can do, he's aware of. This, again, is no different than lying, cheating, stabbing, murdering, killing. All this is a sin, is a sin, is a sin. The only reason that it's so looked at the way it is because we looking at it the way it is because we're human and we're man.
Exactly. Because because it also said, let everything that hath breath praise the Lord. Everything. It ain't say everything but homosexuals. Mm-mm. So, and last I checked, like I said, when Jesus went to Calvary and died, he saved the world, which means he covered everybody. Mm-hmm. And he also said, nobody shall see the Father unless they come through me. That covered everybody. Nobody was excluded. Nobody was put on this side. Nobody put on that side. It said nobody shall see the Father, and again, unless they come through me.
You kind of just getting into this, what we're talking about. The origin of where this came from was just a hypothetical situation between an atheist talking to me about church and questions and non-beliefs, and they always kind of, it's like a jab at a religion. And I give you that, because if you're an atheist, you don't believe, and that's cool. So, but where this conversation came from was more or less the guy was saying, well, homosexuals, they're in church and they shouldn't be. They have positions in church and they shouldn't. Why do they thrive? God don't like this, God don't like that. It's like, okay, well, who are you to say what God really likes? And so it's like it's a deep back and forth. It's a tennis match. We can go back and forth with this all day. Mm-hmm. You don't know what I know. I don't know what you know.
Well, all I know is you can have your beliefs.
Exactly.
We got our beliefs.
That's the good thing about where we are.
At the end of the day, when that sky crack, well, I gotta stand in line just like they gotta stand in line. You know what I mean?
And like I tell my
and we'll see what happens.
Like I told him, bro. Like I said, I'm trying to get away from this guy. I know we can talk about this all day. But like I told him, I said, bro, the one thing I just want you to understand, bro, you don't have to believe anything in the Bible, bro. You don't have to believe nothing. If you don't want to believe there's a God, you don't believe, that's fine. There's a section in Revelation that says the line for heaven will be so short as opposed to the other line. I said, just think about that. I said, you ain't got to believe nothing. But I said, if you just want to skim over Revelation, just kind of skim over the book of Revelation, the last book of the Bible. And I said, just that one thing has always kind of stood out to me as a child. Because it's one thing I can see as a grown man, that is the truth. Like not if, because I believe, but when the smoke clears and there's a judgment and there's a line, one going in, one going out. That line going in is gonna be so short compared to that line going out.
I didn't want to call roll. I want to be standing beside them calling roll.
I'm talking about
yeah.
That's
you out of here.
That's messed up.
You know you ain't going in. Get that right here.
But the thing is like you said, bro, like at that point, that's messed up. I would want to be, hopefully we don't have the same conscience, because that is when I lose my spot in the right line.
I'm going to call roll.
Because I'm going to be so much of a dick. I think it's like, bro, get over there. Like, because the stuff you say,
Charles Johnson.
The stuff that you say in the feed, the stuff that I'm doing to people is not cool, man. Like you stupid. You say I'm a Charles Johnson.
Charles Johnson.
Can I please direct you to the left line? You're standing in the wrong line, sir.
When I call your name, step to the right, please.
Yeah, it's like when you go football tryouts.
I got it, Jesus. I got you, man.
You go football tryouts and you this big, thick list of names like this big. Mm-hmm. You put some fake glasses on. We in heaven. We ain't got some glasses on. You just put some fake specs on just because. Okay. I call your name. Step over there. Mm-hmm. And it was fun. It was cool knowing.
Had a choir singing. I'm like, I can't.
That's a mean choir too.
Yeah, they were jamming.
That's a mean choir.
I can't say this name, Jesus. Who is this?
Bro,
hey, go ahead.
I'm saying it is, man. In that time, man, I'm trying to pivot the way because you stupid. That is. I as far as religion, man. Again, that's kind of like a political thing for me. Not for me because I happen to be a believer and a follower of the faith. But you have a lot of friends who are atheists. It's just weird how the conversations can just kind of.
But it's like crazy though, man. Because I wonder like, and I have a wild sense of humor when it comes to religion, man. But it's all in good fun though. Because I wonder like until Jesus come back, where everybody at now?
Right.
So is everybody in heaven now? Yeah, right. So anybody in hell right now?
What do you mean?
Like, okay, so like, say a little bit, I die tomorrow.
Oh.
Until Jesus come back, where is everybody at? Is it like a...
Oh, okay. He's wondering how have they been judged yet?
Yeah, so are they like chilling until he come back?
I think it's like a big purgatory type thing.
Or everybody in like one little holding area until he come back, until he judge everybody?
I think it's like a big holding
area. Yeah.
It's like a big purgatory.
Yeah, everybody
going up.
Everybody going down. Yeah, it's like everybody just chilling, like this one little...
One big waiting.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what I mean?
Any day now, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, because like,
so it's like Hitler, Tupac.
Yeah, all of them like in one big
Michael
room.
Jackson.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Luther Vandross.
Stalin, Luther Vandross.
Yeah, so because when
they're all in one big room.
Yeah, because when he come back, he gonna raise up everybody. Then that's when the judgment gonna happen. But until that day, where is everybody at?
I'm telling you about this one big purgatory, like just one big room where everybody just chilling, everybody comfortable.
So where's that room at?
No idea. But wherever it is, everybody comfortable. Everybody chilling. You know what I'm saying? For right now, because they except for Hitler, I think Hitler pretty much got an express ride. I think he pretty much that was easy.
Don't even come up here.
Yeah, ain't need to be judged. Ain't need to judge that guy. Man,
Don't even come up here.
It was open and shut. That was that was a psych. You was like a boom psych. Yeah. But
I mean, because it's like, so it's just like how my brain think. Like, you know what I mean? So like until everybody come back, everybody just chilling.
Why not, man? It's like a mixer of dead people.
Have you noticed that hell must be empty? Because everybody who died, everybody go to heaven. Everybody go to heaven. Think about it. In the last 20 years, everybody you know, whether you know them or you see them on Facebook, they all went to heaven. Seeing heaven club.
That's just people saying.
But psychologically, if you think about it, nobody wants to admit that their family member going to hell.
No. Unless it was a POS. If he was a POS, you know damn well he's not making it. He didn't make the cut.
Exactly, but sometimes you gotta be honest with yourself. And be like, hey, I ain't.
You know, damn, if your Uncle Pete was a piece of trash, you know what? Just we gonna keep it civil because Grandma here.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Uncle Pete went here. We know that. We just
don't ask me. I'm not speaking that eulogy. Hey, then we gonna go ahead and be real with
honest, man.
We all know where he going.
Just everybody keep it cool. You want unless he was just all around just bad person.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know, yeah,
he is out of here.
He is out of here.
But nah, man, it's like it's just weird how the world has changed, man. It's like from religion to schools to
everything.
To even the schools different. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just weird. And on a serious note, y'all stop shooting the schools up, man. Let these babies go to school in peace, man.
I don't know what that's about.
These babies ain't done nothing to nobody. Yeah. These babies are innocent. Yeah. They don't bother nobody. All that they trying to do is go to school, be successful, and become great in the community. Stop.
That's the most.
Stop messing with the school system, man. These babies ain't did nothing to nobody,
these
man.
These kids already going through enough mentally.
Exactly.
Mentally, you know, whatever they got going on is already, you know.
I'm tired of seeing every time we turn around, somebody want to go shoot the schools. I mean, leave these babies alone, man. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm gonna tell you what, bro. Like one of the most disturbing videos I seen was I think it was a kid that did this. It was a couple years ago when that dude pulled up at Walmart. He had the body cam on and just started killing people. He literally just got out of his car. Like from the time he pulled up on Walmart, he had a body cam on. He hopped out his whatever truck car, and like the first person you see, he shot. He go through Walmart, killing people, and it's a live video of him just going through like military type style. But he's a kid. He's like 19, young. And these kids are like mentally. And again, I say it makes you ask. When we were kids, we didn't have a lot of crazy kids.
Mm-mm.
Like we didn't have a lot of kids doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like at that 18, 19, 20-year-old, and we didn't have that.
But it circles the block, what you said.
Absolutely.
These right here.
Absolutely.
These right here is what's ruining these kids' mental capacity.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Hey, man, just use your phone, man. Just use it for a guy.
Instead of going to do something crazy, man.
Stop trying to build bombs, man.
Yeah, just find your
bomb mix.
Man. You know what I mean. So your mom just find you in the room dehydrated.
Hey, man.
You know what I mean?
Hey, yeah, man. Just let her find you with your right arm is huge.
Like
that's way better than
a Hulk arm.
And you got a whole arsenal of guns and nah, bro. Like just look at some booty or something.
But and for real, like if you feel like you mentally unstable, like just go talk to somebody, man.
Yeah, bro. On a serious note though, like that's one thing. Like I'm big on like people don't know how to handle their emotions. They don't know when they don't know exactly how to filter certain things, anger properly, sadness properly. Happiness is always cool, but those other emotions need to be handled just like you handle happiness. Happiness is just easier because you're happy. But as far as being anger, sad, frustrated, whatever, like people need to really get those things out because what happens is when you keep storing it, it comes out at the wrong time. On somebody who had nothing to do with nothing, there was a small situation because you was mad about something that happened 2 days ago and didn't properly handle that. Now it's going to come out on this person who really don't deserve what you about to give them.
Exactly.
You're mad about
exactly. Talk like ain't nothing wrong with crying. Talk
Man,
your emotions. Talk your emotions out. Talk to a counselor.
Watch a good movie and cry, man.
Watch Powder.
Oh, that's tough. That was a good one.
Watch Powder, man.
That was a good one.
Watch Powder.
That was a good one.
You'll be all right.
Watch Forrest Gump, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with Forrest Gump, man. Oh yeah, and also I want to send my condolences. I want to send my condolences to the officer's family in Greensboro.
Yes, absolutely, yes.
At the food line, who lost his life in the line of duty. My condolences to his family. That was a
why you on that,
tragic
bro?
loss.
I'm not cutting you off, but sooner or later we're gonna definitely talk about. That's another thing that kind of I might lose some of y'all when we talk about this, but honestly, just some of the things that happen to because a lot of people say that we're angry, and that's why there's a lot of back and forth with police. Honestly, a lot of black folk do the wrong things at the wrong time because they're angry. So it's like a routine traffic stop goes left because you're already mad at something else. We know how we get around the police. We know how the traffic can go with that. But sometimes a lot of that can be avoided, yo. Like sometimes it's just angry black people making the wrong moves. You know how you're supposed to act around these police officers. Like don't give them a reason to pull you out your car or to lay you down. Like do comply. Let's try that. Now I know someone going to hear this and be like, what do you mean by comply? Well, exactly just what I'm saying, comply. If they're asking you to do something, do it. Don't ask questions, don't push back, just do what they're saying because we see what happens when you start to, depending on the situation. I'm not just saying know your rights, man. Definitely start to know your rights too before you get into these back and forth and verbal altercations, which you're gonna lose with the police officer. You're never gonna win that. You know what I'm saying? Just get out of the situation before it goes left. And that's the problem with a lot of us. We don't when we get mad, somebody else takes over, and the ration is out the window.
We emotional,
very, especially when it comes to the police to the police authority figures. Definitely the police, not so much authority figures, but police. You know what I'm saying? There's always been this weird back and forth with the police. Like I've seen videos where it could have been handled way different and somebody would be alive as opposed to, it going left. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a video of a couple of years ago where a guy was asleep in his car and when the Wendy's drive-thru or something, or when it was some drive-thru he was sleeping in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he had a mental issue too. And I want to say the police were trying to get him to get him up or trying to move him, but he hops out of his car and just runs at the police. Like they said he had something in his hand or whatever the case may be, and they end up shooting him. Now my thing is, you can tase him. Now I get that type thing. Like y'all are trained to handle things a certain way. But my thing with that is when you got scared police officers, because they're humans. Like they ain't superheroes. They're scared for their life. They're training, and also the training is a whole other conversation. But to a rookie cop in that situation where you got a big black dude hopping out of his car, yelling, running at you, that's a crazy situation. Now we don't know that he's mentally not there. All you see is a big black dude running at you would look like something in his hand, so they shoot him. That situation is like way deeper than what people just see. They see a black man get out, get shot, then everybody mad. No, man, like, you can't do that. Because you got to put yourself in that cop situation. You say, I'm going to tase him, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but you don't know. You really don't know.
I mean, you got to physically be in there.
You have to put yourself in that mental
situation.
situation where there's a lot of black people who push back in certain situations where they're mad because like, why'd you stop me? What did I do wrong? Like, no, man, just get out of the situation. Like whatever they did, just get like unless it's something crazy where they planting something on you or something like that. Okay, cool, but
shut up.
Traffic stop. Shut up and get out the situation.
Shut up. Get your ticket and go home.
Just go home. You know what I'm saying? Why you gotta pull me that? Nah, man, I know my rights, right? And that gonna get you shot in the face. A couple times. We've seen. Like, chill out, man. Just take your ticket, get whatever citation, whatever, and go home, bro.
Go to the heist.
You know what I'm saying? Now, again, that's gonna be some put. I know somebody gonna be like, well, nah, well, we gotta, because you have to. It's just that simple, bro. Like, it's just that it's not even nothing to talk about. You can't fight that game. That game is deep.
Deep.
And they ride for each other. So just get out of the situation before smoke pull up and then they get to go way left.
And at the end of the day, it's going to turn out how they want it to turn out.
Absolutely. Which is never good for you.
And you're not going to win.
Comply, man. Just get out of the situation.
Because it's going to turn out however they want it to turn out.
Just get out.
So just get out, bro.
Just get out. You know what I'm saying? Let's avoid that jump.
Yeah.
Because I promise you, it don't take much. Like the way the laws are set up, it don't take much for them to twist something and have you looking like you did something wrong, or you did something to make them react. And in court, it will hold up because of how our laws are set up. So you're gonna lose, bro. And then your family lose on top of this.
I mean, think about it. It's already. Look at the judicial system. It clearly says you will be judged by 12 members of 12 peers. Peer mean friends. How they my peers? How they my friends if I don't know them? Right. Last I checked, peer mean friend.
What they mean?
I don't know them. They don't know me, so they ain't my friends.
They mean 12 people.
But they verbiage say peers. You will be judged by a jury of your peers.
Man, listen, that changes depending on the situation. Like if you, let's just say you in court for a rape against a young white girl. Watch how that jury change to be. What is that? It's probably gonna be mostly women.
It's just a
or if you a white dude and you stabbed up some old black lady, it's gonna be mostly old black women or mostly women. It's gonna the jury is gonna how they select the jury is very vital.
It's the dynamic.
Cases. Exactly.
It's
depending
dynamic
on what happened. Like I've heard about stories about jury selection. Like luckily I haven't had. I don't want to be on jury duty. Oh God, I don't want to be on jury duty. You ever been on jury duty?
Nope.
I don't want to do it.
I got selected twice, and I knew the guys on trial.
You backed out. Man, whatever, bro. You didn't know the nigga.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't know the dude.
They said,
yeah, they will error.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I gotta go.
Well, look, it's been real. As always, Black Ice.
Dimes, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure. As always, we're gonna keep it hot. We're gonna keep it a buck.
I wanted to get into some things. We'll come back and get
yes. You know what I mean? So we'll circle the block.
Jesus talking. You shouldn't have said that. We got into the Lord, bro.
Hey, I didn't get into it. Hey, it's what he said.
It's gotta happen.
Hey,
you just roll with the punches.
Yeah, hey.
Just roll with the punches. You talking about?
But hey, let's bake with dimes and cake.
Absolutely.
So until next time, love each other, love yourself.